After a scoreless first quarter here at sold-out Adelphia Coliseum, Tennessee has the ball at its own 29, facing a 3rd and 8. Not much offense. The Titans have been held to a total of 17 yards so far. McNair wanted George, then goes over the middle. Wycheck, tight end screen, and Frank Wycheck to the 43-yard line. The Pro Bowler who had 69 catches during the regular season.
This is a play that you add for the playoffs. What they do is they love to swing Eddie George out to the right. They do that. The defense runs. You delay the tight end in the middle.
Watch. Look at the blocking in the middle. Everybody's upfield and to the outside. He's got 3 blockers in front of him. That's just a great play. And they're talking about Wycheck after he catches the ball. He's one of the better runners on this football team, even though he plays tight end.
It's just a little dunk. You have to throw something different up in the playoffs. Things that teams have not seen.
Got an injured Bill.
We'll check on the injury when we come back. 14 minutes and 45 seconds to go in a scoreless first half. 0-0 second quarter. Marlo Perry, the injured Buffalo Bill, and they have the card out for him. Here's how he was hurt.
Watch this. Number 75 is Benji Olsen. He catches his knee, and Bruce Matthews is up on top, and he cuts him at the knees, and he went down like a rock.
Perry in his 5th year out of Jackson State, an excellent cover linebacker. And they've got that left knee protected. We'll try to get an update on his condition as soon as we can. Waving to the crowd and his teammates.
That's one of the things that the Buffalo Bills have on that defensive side of the ball. They have great depth both at linebacker and defensive line. One of the big areas that they've improved is the depth behind Bruce Smith.
Wycheck, the man in motion, now sets up in the backfield. Eddie George runs into his own man as they push Kevin Long back in the backfield. If you just joined us, here's a recap of the first quarter of action. Javon Curse had the biggest play of the game so far. The rookie defensive end with a sack on Rob Johnson, forced to fumble. Set up a field goal try, but they couldn't take advantage as Del Greco was wide left from 44 yards. That's really been the only scoring opportunity in this game. 2nd and 8 here. Johnson named the surprise starter after his performance against the Colts in the season finale. McNair short set under pressure. Jackie Harris. How he got that one in there, I'm not sure.
How he got it off, I'm not sure. He gets pressure from outside. I mean, this is the strength of Steve McNair. And you'd say, okay, a guy is big, but how quick is he? Watch the pressure. Here they come on the outside. That's Hollisek inside. He pulls it down, then fires it. And look at the grab by Harris in front of Jones. That's two. It's not a big completion, but it's 2 excellent plays just to get one.
Showing you strength.
He was the #1 draft choice out of Alcorn State in 1995. Sat for a while to learn, and it has paid off.
He got Big Pen in the slot.
McNair with time underneath, and it's Dyson. Broke 2 tackles to give himself a shot at the first down, but they got him 1.5 yards shy.
There is a reason why the Buffalo Bills are #1 in pass defense, and it just shows at the end of this play. Dyson gets hit by 2 guys, but Henry Jones keeps this from becoming a first down. Watch the play. Number 87 is Dyson. If he just after the bang right here, Sam Coward and Henry Jones. Now watch this. They get back up, and they make the play and do not allow him. That's Antoine Winfield, their #1 draft choice, making a tackle.
And Kurt Schultz says he's the best tackler on this team at 5'8", 180. Beautiful punt by Hendrick to Kevin Williams. Williams will let it go, and they down it inside the 5. Beautiful kick by Hendrick, 44 yards with a feathery touch, and Anthony Dorsett downs it. The big story all this week, Wade Phillips' decision to bench Doug Flutie and go with Rob Johnson at quarterback. Paul, you live in Buffalo. What's the reaction been?
Well, the newspapers want Flutie. All the radio stations want Johnson. The players don't care, Michael. All they want is someone to play well.
The thing is, too, from my own personal experience, this is why you never let a backup take any snaps in practice. You don't want the coach on a whim or whatever his gut feeling is to make a decision and make a change.
The Bills start deep in their own territory and get it out across the 5. The move by Wade Phillips really unprecedented, except for injury. This has never happened before. In '75, Ron Jaworski started for James Harris. This is a list of quarterbacks that replaced an every game starter in the regular season finale and then in the first playoff game. 90, Cody Carlson for Warren Moon. The Oilers lost after Moon injured a thumb. And Jay Schrader went out for Todd Marinovich. The Raiders lost that game after Schrader had injured an ankle. But Flutie has healthy. It has never been simply a coach's decision. Johnson stumbles and Kearse has him. It's a safety.
Joe, here is a decision by a quarterback where he should have taken a timeout.
Here is also the problem that's going to face Wade Phillips and Rob Johnson all day. The noise is so loud, he's got to move away from the center to try and audibilize, then get back under quickly. The snap comes back low, he trips over the running back, and you give Javon Kearse that much of an opportunity, he's going to get you.
And Javon Kearse went by Spriggs like he was nailed to the ground. 2-0, top of the second. The Titans on top of the Bills. Javon Kearse has 2 solo home runs.
Looking like Mark McGuire now, just knocking him out.
2 sacks. That was his second forced fumble and a safety. Mason and Bird deep to receive. Now very short to receive. Mason. Looking for a block. Inside the 30. A 42-yard return.
And what sets up this opportunity? It's really the communication problems that Rob Johnson is having with the noise. Watch how he moves from side to side on the line. Normally you would be under the center. He's got to go all the way out and talk to the tackle on the left. Then you go out and talk to the tackle on the right. Now you look at the clock, you rush, you don't get the snap, you trip over a lineman's feet, and you're not going to outrun Javon Kearse.
At your first, Spriggs doesn't even get out of his stance. Javon Kearse, he has 2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and it's now 2-0 Javon Kearse.
Tennessee with another golden opportunity. Bruce Smith is offside. Free play for Eddie George, and he fumbles. Buffalo has it. But there is a flag down, and Bruce Smith being offside will kill the play. Henry Jones made the hit that shook it loose.
Offside, defense, number 78. 5-yard penalty, repeat, first down.
You know, the noise factor when the Buffalo Bills are on offense, I can understand the motion, but when you're on defense, watch number 78, Bruce Smith. He's offside, not even making an attempt to get back. And then Eddie George, of course, he fumbles the ball. The Bills get it, but they don't get a chance to keep it. The noise factor is nothing when Tennessee has the ball.
Henry Jones put a shoulder pad right on the ball and knocked it loose. Same play. Eddie George to the 20. Flutie and Johnson talking it over on the sideline.
That's Joe Panos is standing with him, is the guard that hasn't played all year.
And that is really, you know, Doug Flutie, I know how hurt Doug has been. I have been through it. I was benched for a game too. And, you know, to be over there to try and encourage Rob and say, hey, look, this is the thing you have to do. That shows a lot of class. Also, Wade Phillips told us he doesn't plan on putting the hook on Rob Johnson. He made the decision. He plans on living with it.
He said, I didn't put him in there to think about him failing.
2nd and 2 for Tennessee.
Offside again.
Bills jump off sides again.
Pat Williams.
Prior to the snap, encroachment defense. The 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
The Bills are the team that has the overwhelming edge in playoff experience. They're the ones that are making the inexperienced mistakes.
But let me tell you, your quarterback doesn't. And if you're going to win football games, especially in the playoffs, your quarterback has to play sound and well. Right now, Rob Johnson is struggling.
So is Steve McNair.
None of which explains the 3 offsides calls on Buffalo. Draw play to Eddie George. Near the 10. Away more Bucks right now in Tennessee with a chance to improve on that 2-0 lead. They face a 2nd and 6 at the 11.
This is where the tight ends become so vital to this offense.
Eddie George off the right side.
What a block by Jackie Harris. You said about the tight ends, not only catching the ball, Joe, but blocking.
That's exactly what I meant, Paul. They can do both. Both of their tight ends have the ability to get down the field, but they both block very well.
Jackie Harris is number 88, and watch him get on the outside. His job is to seal. He's on the corner, Winfield. He seals him, pushes him down. Eddie George just makes the cut off the play.
You see Eddie get to the outside. That's Jackie Harris, Larry Brown over there as well, Frank Wycheck. All 3 tight ends lined up to the right.
1st and goal. Bruce Smith and company trying to dig in. Eddie George. Just shy of the 1.
This is where the value, I think, of a Steve McNair comes in. And they're going to go no huddle. They're not going to give the Bills a chance to really recognize. Look for the quarterback sweep on this one.
There it is. Naked boot. Touchdown. Great call, Joe. Sam Rogers is irate. He says he was held on the play.
Well, the fact of the matter is Les Steckel, who's the offensive coordinator, really did an excellent job of conceiving what he wanted to do. What you do is you run a play real quick, then you come back, run a similar formation, so to the defense it looks the same. Now you fake inside to Lorenzo Neal, and McNair winds up walking into the end zone. Here's the fake inside. Now he gets hooked. He does get held possibly a little bit, but you know, it just doesn't matter.
Del Greco for the point after. And the Titans at home have taken a 9-0 lead. Steve McNair with the score. 9-0 Titans, 7:55 to go, first half of play. A safety and a touchdown. There is Ralph Wilson, the affable owner of the Buffalo Bills. Wade Phillips went to him with the decision, and Mr. Wilson okayed it. He was very high on Rob Johnson's final game performance and agreed with the decision. Kevin Williams can't get to the outside. Cut down by Isaac Bird. Coming up after our game, it's the NFC Wildcard game as the Detroit Lions head to Washington to face Stephen Davis and the Redskins on the home of Super Bowl 34, ABC Sports. The Lions have never won in Washington in any stadium.
We talked about why Rob Johnson was inserted into this offense. If Tennessee plays man-to-man, Buffalo still has the ability to go down the field.
Well, the run package in right now with Antoine Smith and Sam Gash. Smith. to the 27 and across it.
You know, guys, we've talked about Javon Curse and the exceptional athlete that he is and the plays that he's made. But you look at these other guys up front, that Henry Ford's having one of his best years. They bring in a Jason Fisk from Minnesota. John Thornton plays. Josh Evans. They're all very unselfish. They're happy for Javon's success, but these guys have also raised their level of play.
Jeff Fisher said last year the defensive line was a weakness. Now it is a strength. Thurman Thomas checks in on 2nd and 5. Thurman will get a carry. Nifty move at the line of scrimmage to get away from Ford, and he'll pick up a couple before Baron Wortham, the middle linebacker, brought him down.
Jamie Nails lost his helmet.
That's a big hat, too, on the ground.
Put a dent.
Thurman Thomas did not play last week against Indianapolis. Wade Phillips was concerned about Antoine Smith's health, so he wanted to make sure he'd have Thurman healthy for this one. And last night, Paul, when you asked him, will Thurman play? He said, yeah, a lot.
A lot. Carry the ball a lot.
Johnson to throw. Just over the fingertips of Kevin Williams. Had him and missed him.
Boy, you talk about respecting a defensive end, Javon Curse. Remersma, number 85, is a tight end. He's going to block. Then Thurman Thomas is going to block. Here's Remersma on Javon Curse. He goes inside. Thurman chips him. Nails wasn't out there. He was being thrown off his own block.
And Rob Johnson has got Kevin Williams running open down the field. He gets by Marcus Robertson. These are the passes that he hit in the one game that he played.
The meaningless game.
Moore to punt it away. And Derek Mason waits for it at his own 30. Very, very short. Mason comes up, bobbled the ball, got it back. Tennessee gets the ball back. Very fortunate. The punt, 27 yards. .6:11 to go first half. 9-0 Tyson. That's the rookie nickname, the Freak, Javon Curse. Yes, he's having a good time. You would too if you had 2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and the safety in less than a half.
I think you got to add something. It's the Freak, sir.
Yeah, yes, it is.
He loves the name. The guy comes walking in yesterday sucking on a lollipop, just having a great time.
McNair fumbles the snap and misses Wycheck. That one didn't have a chance from the get-go.
I think this is a very critical period in the game for the Tennessee Titans. You've ridden the emotion of a safety and a touchdown. Now you've got to come out and really keep the intensity up. You can't relax because the Buffalo Bills are just too good. That's going to be something Jeff Fisher's got to be concerned with. They can't come out and think they can just now settle in and go through the motions.
I want to see him throw one to Yancey Thigpen.
They won't. I don't think they'll throw the wide receivers in this game. Buffalo won't let him.
George on the draw. Bounces off the tackler. And then brought down by a gang as he reached the Buffalo 47-yard line. You mentioned throwing to Thigpen. Thigpen coming back from injury is what really opened up the passing game for this ball club.
We talked about the value of Blaine Bishop defensively as a leader goes. Yancey Thigpen provides that same leadership to the receiving core. They're a very young group of guys, and they count on him to be out there. Plus, I think he's made Steve McNair much more comfortable and confident.
3rd and 5 for Tennessee. Chris Sanders, number 81, in as a 3rd wide receiver. McNair flushed, and they got him. Bruce Smith rode him down. A sack and a half for the All-Pro.
Well, that was just outstanding coverage, and Bruce Smith. You know, here's another guy that has never really stopped when he plays. When Bruce Smith, look at this, he comes all the way down the line of scrimmage inside, and watch this, he doesn't quit. He sees McNair come back out to him, gets his balance, and makes a tackle for a sack.
Hendrick to kick to Williams. Once again, Tennessee squanders excellent field position. Hendrick hangs another one very high. Williams, fair catch just outside the 11. ABC's presentation of this AFC Wildcard playoff game is brought to you by the all-new 2000 Pontiac Bonneville. Luxury with attitude. Quotesmith.com, where you get instant insurance quotes from over 300 top-rated companies. Rogaine Extra Strength for men, and Daytech Online. The rules of online trading are changing. 4:51 to go first half. Buffalo really needs something good to happen on offense.
I think they have to really go. I think they have to try and run the football. It's the easiest way for the linemen to communicate. I don't think you can allow Rob Johnson to go to the line of scrimmage, look at a lot of things, and try and change plays.
The crowd on its feet again, encouraging Curse and the defense. Thurman Thomas. He is swamped. Flags are down. Curse and Wortham led the charge.
This guy's motor runs all the time.
Now, they might refuse this. They're probably going to refuse this penalty because it's a loss